So this is a true story about how one day I decided to go and visit a friend on Christmas Eve. I wasn't really talking to my parents and I was kind of lonely. And I did something that was a pretty big dick move. And karma made me pay for it. So it's Christmas Eve. I'm a little lonely and I figured, I'm going to go visit a friend. She also had problems with her parents and was living on her own. And I thought, perfect scenario. We'll go up and visit for a couple of days and maybe we'll talk about what Santa can bring. So I go up there with my last $5. I had no money. I figured, okay, you know what? I'm going to borrow the money or, I don't know, maybe hitchhike or something like that. So I used my last $5 to go up there. And on her street, as I'm walking to her house, I just happened to look down and I noticed a wallet was sitting there. Now, my first thought was, oh man, I've lost wallets before too, and it sucks. You lose your license, you lose your credit cards, whatever. I thought, you know what? I'm going to help this person out. So I picked up the wallet, looked inside, there was some credit cards, there was some bank cards, there was license, there was health card, and then I noticed it, $1,000 just sitting there. I thought, oh man, I really need that money. But I also wanted to make sure I gave that wallet back. So I looked through the wallet, found some phone numbers, called them, and eventually got a hold of the guy who owned the wallet. Happened to live about 10 doors down from the person I was visiting. Now, he said to me on the phone, he's like, oh, thank God you found the wallet. Dude, you don't understand. I was like shitting myself. I have no money for Christmas. My kids weren't even going to get toys. Oh, tell me the $1,000 is still in there. So I went, no, fortunately, there's no $1,000 in there. That sucks, dude. You got all your credit cards and everything else is there, but there's no $1,000. So I can hear the disappointment in his voice. Either way, we met up. He shook my hand. He said, thank you for returning my wallet. And I went, yeah, no problem. The whole time I've got his $1,000 burning a hole in my pocket. So I continue the weekend and figure, you know what? I'm going to go home. I'm going to celebrate my newfound fortune. So I head home a couple of days later and figured, I'm going to party. So I invited a bunch of friends over. We ordered pizza. We had some alcohol. We ordered just a bunch of stuff. And back then you can actually order alcohol and pizza and have it all delivered by the same person. And so we're having a great time. Everybody's hungry, ready to drink. Pizza, everything shows up. I'm like, okay, dude, come on in. Let me grab my wallet. So I go to my pants pocket and no wallet. I'm like, oh, right, it's in my jacket. Go to my jacket, no wallet. I'm thinking, wait, I had a backpack, right? It's got to be here somewhere. So I run upstairs. Back then I had a 2-level apartment, which was pretty cool. And so I ran upstairs to find my bag, rifled through my bag, no wallet. But wait, it gets worse. Didn't have the pizza, didn't have the alcohol, didn't have the chips and the snacks. And I was even more poor than when I started to go and visit my friend. A day goes by, I'm starving, no money. I get a call. The guy says, hey man, I found your wallet. I was like, no way, you gotta be kidding me. That's awesome. He goes, yeah man, why don't you come pick it up? So I'm like, okay. So I borrow money to go all the way back to where the neighborhood was, where my friend was, because obviously I dropped the wallet just before I got on the bus. And he goes, here's your wallet back. And sure enough, open it up, everything's gone. No $1,000, no credit cards, no bank cards. The only thing that's left is my license. That's it. They took everything else, including my Tim's card. That was a $25 free coffee right there. So this is an example of how I learned very early. This is my early 20s. How you don't mess with karma. Because karma has a way of really getting even, especially if you're a dick. Either way, give me some fire emojis in the chat or in the messages. Let people know in the comments if you like this stuff. And stay tuned, because I got a lot more of this stuff swimming around in my brain. Anyways, don't fuck with karma. Peace.